and it's Christmas all over again. Now let's see. I want a new Rickenbacker guitar, 2 Fender Bassmans, Chuck Berry songbook, xylophone.
Till I had you, I didn't know that I was missing out. Had to grow up and see the world through different shades of doubt. Give me one more chance to dream again, one more chance to feel again through your young heart. If only for one day, let me try. I wanna see Christmas through your eyes. I want everything to be the way it used to be, back to being a child again, thinking the world was mine. I wanna see Christmas, Christmas through your eyes. I see the rain, you see the rainbow hiding in the clouds. Never afraid to let your love show. Won't you show me how? Wanna learn how to believe again, find the innocence in me again through your young heart. Help me find a way, help me try. I wanna see Christmas through your eyes. I want everything to be the way it used to be, back to being a child again, thinking the world was kind. I wanna see Christmas, Christmas through your eyes. Wanna see Christmas through your eyes. I want everything to be the way it used to be, back to being a child again, thinking the world was kind. I wanna see Christmas, Christmas through your eyes. Wanna see Christmas, wanna see Christmas, wanna see Christmas through your eyes. I wanna see Christmas. I wanna see Christmas. Wanna see Christmas through your eyes. I wanna see Christmas.
I'm fine. I'm going to wait for my players. Told you not to foul out.
He was too wide open. I was thinking. Then it was too late.
So you gave him a three-point play?
Oh, I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. Before the game, I said to the players, this is exactly the kind of game we needed to play. An opponent like NC State, who's just tremendous offensively, 5 guys in double figures, a weapon at every position, and a real challenge for our defense. And I said to the guys, this is the time we need to play great at both ends of the floor. And I told them at halftime, I thought we played a great first half, and that they needed to continue and play the same basketball we did in the first half and the second half, and we did that and come away with a great victory.
Questions, can raise your hand. Let us know who you are, who you're with, and please address your questions to a specific player. First question,
Players first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Coach Larinaga, 2 parts. Number one, you have an extensive background at Virginia and the ACC. How meaningful would it be to win the tournament? And could you please also talk about the defense played on Lorenzo Brown today? And I'm Rob McLean from North Carolina State University, technician, pardon me.
Well, I thought our defense overall was very good. The tough part about guarding NC State is when they get into the open court and you've got their big guys who run, C.J. Leslie, T.J. Warren, Richard Howell, they get out in front of you, and you got Scott Wood, who is a threat the moment he crosses midcourt. So it's very, very hard to just, key on any one player. So you rely very heavily on your team defense and the individuals to rise up and guard their own man. And we did a good job of helping each other on several occasions and prevented baskets, but it's really a team defensive effort. And I think for these guys, they've earned the right to play in the championship tomorrow by how well they've played in this tournament. The tournament is a separate entity. We did a terrific job last night of moving on to the semifinals, and we did a great job today in moving to the finals.
Dan Collins, Winston-Salem Journal. For Coach Larinaga, you bragged on your backcourt yesterday, and I'm going to give you a chance to do so again, Coach. And for the players, do you guys take pride in being the best backcourt in the ACC?
Well, let me answer that this way. There are a lot of terrific backcourts in this conference, and you can't take away anything from any of those teams and their programs because those guys are really, really good. What I think makes our players so special is they love that challenge of proving themselves every single night. They're both so competitive. When we do drills back home, if we're not keeping score, they're bored. But the moment we say, okay, we're playing until 5 or we're the first one to 11, all of a sudden they light up the room and they want to win. And they do everything they have to do to win the game. And that's really what it's all about, the tremendous effort they put into helping their team. And whether it's scoring or defending or rebounding, they do it all.
Duran? Talk about it.
Oh, yes, most definitely. I'm very grateful to have a teammate like Shane Larkin next to me. It makes the game just more easier for me. And I just feed off him, and hopefully he just feeds off me. And that's how I just go into the game every night. Just don't try to worry about anything. Just put everything on my teammates, and they allow me to play the way I do. And like Coach said, we give credit to all the other backcourts in our conference. But we just try to prove ourselves every night and just go out there, be the best we can be. And that's the only thing we can control.
Shane?
Like Durant said, we just pride ourselves on trying to be the best backcourt every single game. I feed off him, his energy, his leadership, and I hope, hopefully, like he said, he feeds off me. And we play well with each other. I know if he's driving, he's gonna have his head up, and if I'm spotted up, he's gonna find me, and hopefully he thinks the same of me. And we just play well together. We challenge each other at practice. Most of the time we're going against each other, so we're trying to make each other better every day in practice. And I'm just grateful that he's on my team.
One first, Coach, I guess on defense, obviously stopped a really explosive NC State team. Couple steals, couple big charges. Did your strategy change at all from what you normally go into a game? And then for the players, what got you guys going on defense, and what got you into the groove?
Well, we've been emphasizing defense all year long. Probably the greatest emphasis tonight was to be sure we didn't let Scott Wood go off for another 7 threes. So we held him to 6. I mean, he is who he is. He's a phenomenal three-point shooter. And the thing about him is sometimes you're playing great defense on him, he still makes the shot. He doesn't need any space. He doesn't need any time. So he's like Star Trek, right? Space and time. He's just really, really good. And the thing about the defense is we were trying to play team defense. So even though one individual, whoever's guarding Scott, is responsible for him, the other guy's got to guard outstanding offensive players too. And the thing we emphasize to our team is we're going to have to put points on the board no matter how good our defense is. And they shot 50% for the game. It's not what our defense normally is. And they were 43% from 3. We want to hold an opponent to 40% overall and 30% from 3. So really, as good as our defense was, we knew we had to put points on the board. And Durant and Shane, they put a ton of points on the board.
Chris Whittingham, WVUM. Durant, you had a career high in points and threes made tonight. Can you just talk about the groove you were feeling?
I just pick my opportunities to go and try to take advantage of it. I think my teammates found me and got me open. And once I got a couple of baskets, I got confident in myself, and especially from the three-point line. I think I missed my first 2, but after that, I just told myself when I'm open, shoot it. And that's what Shane tells me every time. And when I don't shoot it, he gets very upset at me. So there was about 2 of them I shot and made, and I second-guessed myself. But once I knew they went in, I said, I got to shoot it every time before he gets upset at me.
Well, he's not the only one.
So, but like I said, my teammates trusted me. So does my coaching staff. And I just tried to make the best out of it tonight.
Front row.
Michelle Kaufman, Miami Herald. For Shane and for Coach, can you both talk about Durant and his leadership? He sometimes doesn't get as much media attention, but everyone on the team always says he's the heart and soul. And I heard that yesterday during halftime, it was his pep talk that helped motivate the guys for the second half. Can you just talk about what he means to the team chemistry?
In actuality, I think it was on the court during the second half that he pulled everybody together and just ripped them, saying, hey, pick it up. I didn't hear it. I don't know if
I didn't.
His vocabulary was inappropriate in an audience like this, but maybe he can share with you exactly what he told his teammates, because they responded as a unit. They didn't pull apart, which happens sometimes. Guys become defensive. They didn't. They pulled together, and that's really important at this stage of the season.
Yeah, I don't think Durant gets the media attention that he should get. He's one of the best guards in the country, not just the ACC. And he's proven that over his 4 years here. with the amount of points he has, steals, assists, rebounds. He's the leader, heart and soul of the team, definitely. And what he said on the court wasn't bad at all. He just like let out a roar, and he was upset, and he was like, "I can hear myself out here." Like he was the only one talking on the court, and the gym was quiet, so it was like, "I can hear myself out here. What's wrong with that?" He wants everybody to talk, and he wants to hear other people talking with him. So he got on us. And that's what a leader does, and he just led us, and that's what really picked our defense up in the second half yesterday. And that's pretty much what got us to this point today, to be able to play in this game. Because if we didn't play defense yesterday, we wouldn't have been able to play today. So he's a leader, heart and soul of the team, and he does a great job in every single way.
Duran, want to tell your side of the story?
Yeah, the gym was very quiet at that moment in the second half, and over the years, the best thing to defense is communication. When you communicate, everybody knows exactly what they're doing, where they're supposed to be, how they're supposed to do it. And sometimes you don't notice it, especially me. And I was talking out there, but then it came to a point I noticed nobody else was talking. So it kind of revved me up, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs. Like I can hear myself talking, and I really could hear myself talking, which I think sparked Kenny, which sparked Shane, which sparked Julian, which sparked Trey, and from there we just picked it up on defensive end.
To our left.
Duran, there was 1 3 you hit in the second half that kind of ended a spurt by NC State, where I think you kind of kept your form there for a second or two. Were you admiring the shot, or were you just kind of feeling it then, or did that mean anything? Or
No, it was just a shot. It was just a shot. I knew once I put myself in a position to shoot the ball, I had to focus in on making a shot. And my coach, Coach Hugo, always tell me to hold my follow through, and I think that might have been the longest I've ever held my follow through.
To our left.
Laura Keeley, the Raleigh News and Observer. Duran, did you think back before this game to the other big semifinal performance you had during your freshman year of the ACC tournament?
No. When I walk into this building, there's a lot of security guards, a lot of media people, a lot of people that work for the ACC. I think they remember me, and they always come to me and like, "You remember this building, and how did you do your freshman year?" Things like that, and they kind of reminded me of my performance. But like I would just tell them, like, that was the past. That game can't win us the game today, yesterday, or tomorrow. So I just got to go out there, do what I have to do for my team to win, and that's what I did tonight.
Take 3 more. First one in front of us.
Coach David Glenn from ACCSports.com and the David Glenn Show. Duran obviously had a great night statistically, but he also helped you with ball handling. And Scott Wood actually made threes every time Duran was not guarding him, like his eyes lit up if Duran had to go to the sideline. Is this the best you've ever seen him play?
Well, I think I see Duran play great every day. I mean, there's different forms of being great. You know, tonight he was on fire offensively, but he plays great defense every night. That's why he's the Defensive Player of the Year. He rebounds, one of the best rebounding guards in the league. He shares the ball. He leads us on and off the court. And so in my estimation, this game just symbolizes the kind of player he's been for 4 years.
Gabe Wisnick, Gaston Gazette. This question's for Shane. Talk about your ability to answer. It seemed like if State was able to get it down to 9, 10 a few times, you guys always were able to come back at them and keep the lead where it was.
Yeah, we're a very poised team, and before the huddle, when we get out of the huddle, after every timeout or media timeout, Coach Conkle always says, "Stay poised down the stretch." And when they kept getting their runs, they had a lot of fans there, so the arena was loud, and we could have easily broken down and start yelling at each other and not stayed poised, but we stayed together as a team, and we just pulled it out. We have confidence in ourselves. We have confidence in each other, and we're a great offensive team, so there was no reason why we shouldn't have answered, and we just had to answer, and we did. We just got it done.
Last question, front row.
Evan Markfield, Associated Press. For the players, after winning the regular season, what kind of maybe sense of completeness or something like that do you get from getting to the final here and showing that you can also run through it in a handful of days?
Shane?
Coach, this is a totally new season. The postseason is the postseason. The regular season is the regular season. When we came here, we were 0-0, just like everybody else in the ACC. The records didn't count. We were going to play on a neutral court with no home crowd, and it was just going to be two teams going at it. And we just came in with a lot of confidence in ourselves and a lot of confidence in our coaches and our game plan, and we've executed each night that we've played. So, like I said before, we're a very hungry team. And we want more and more. We're not satisfied with winning the regular season. We want the ACC championship, and then eventually we want to make the national championship game. So we're hungry, and we're not going to settle for anything less. And hopefully we can just go out there and execute and get it done.
Duran, you get the last word.
I agree with Shane. Like he said, when he came here, it was 0-0, which means every team believe they can win this championship. Every game you're going to get the opponent's best. I remember watching Florida State and seeing Shannon come out play as hard as he could to help his team. For North Carolina, PJ coming out shooting the ball well. So for games like that, everybody's going to play their hardest trying to win this game because, you know, especially with teams on the bubble and things like that, this would be a great opportunity to get some wins and take themselves to the NCAA tournament. So we just had to come out here more excited, more hungry, more thirsty to win a basketball game. And I think we did this for the past 2 days, and we got to do the same thing for tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Man said more thirsty. Man said more thirsty. See you tomorrow. Oh, boy. More thirsty for the win.
Well, let me start off and say that I thought Miami was terrific today. And we had a day that we haven't had a lot of these days, but we had a day where offensively we just seemed to struggle. And it was a uphill climb in the first half. And we just couldn't seem to take advantage of an opportunity, whether it was a fast break, we'd somehow not execute, or it was getting to the foul line, we'd miss the foul shots, we had open shots and bobble the ball, and just one of those days. We just had a day where we just could not get going. And I thought in the first half, Miami, played pretty good. And thought we turned it around in the second half. Shooting percentage goes up to 57%, I think. We got the ball around the rim. We were better. But we were just in too big a hole, and they were pretty good as far as holding us off. And thought Duran Scott was unbelievable today. He played extremely well, he and Larkin together. And, Miami today played like a number one seed. So congratulations for them.
First question to our left.
Rob McLean from the North Carolina State University Technician. Coach, what do you take from this weekend as, I guess, a positive? I know you didn't pull it out, but in terms of the NCAA tournament, sir?
Well, I think that we have a lot of basketball left. I think we have great basketball in front of us. You know, I think we're an awfully good basketball team. You know, today, just even the first half, that just wasn't us. That just was not us. So, you know, we'll go home. We'll take a day and get some rest, and hopefully we'll get selected to play in the NCAA tournament. And if that's the case, we're going to, I think, play with a lot of energy. So we did some good things here. We just didn't do enough.
Back left.
Laura Keeley with the Raleigh News and Observer. This is for Coach and Scott Wood. What were some of the challenges with guarding Durant Scott today?
Well, I think that he's such a strong, bigger guard, and he's great off the dribble. Today he had his jump shot going. So if you play off of him just a little bit and kind of give him a one-arm length gap, boy, step up there and drill a three on you, which hasn't really been the case with him. We got up on him. He was able to beat us off the dribble. And like I said, he was tough today. He was very good.
Scott?
I think at the start, I just didn't do a good enough job of pressuring him. Like he said, I think we let him kind of get in his comfort zone. And any time for any player, once they see a couple shots go down, they're tough to guard. So I just got to do a better job at the beginning of the game of pressuring him a little bit, get him out of his comfort zone so he doesn't get that comfort that he needed.
To our left.
Aaron Beard with the AP. This is for Coach. You guys had 6 fast break points, and it seemed like you were saying about couldn't quite convert and transition a couple times. A couple times also, it seemed like Miami might have gotten back pretty well to kind of at least slow you down. Did they do something? Was it your energy that kind of caught you guys a little bit on that?
Oh, it's probably a little bit of both. But we're a pretty efficient team in the break. We had a couple where we ran the ball down the floor and just mishandled it. We had a couple where we made tough decisions, a wrong decision. We had some where we took it to the rim, got fouled, then went to the foul line and missed the foul shots. So just one thing after another. We couldn't seem to, capitalize on the fast break opportunities like we normally do. So we wanted to run. We were outrunning. And, it was a little bit, trying to put a square peg in a round hole. Just wouldn't work today.
Front left.
To either of the players or both of the players, do you feel like fatigue had any factor in the lack of energy? And either way, do you feel like maybe the way you played the first 2 games, you kind of left an opportunity out there on the table today?
CJ?
I can't say it was. I mean, it was just one of those nights, like Coach said, that we couldn't get it going. I mean, it could have been a factor, a number of things, but we just couldn't get it going. We got going late. It was just one of those things where we had one of those games that we normally don't have.
I can only speak for myself, but I'm going to go ahead and say that fatigue wasn't a factor considering we get pretty catered to afterwards. So once you get into the game, nobody's really caring about if you're tired or not. Everybody's tired at the end of the season. Obviously we wanted to get the win, and we feel like we could have played a lot better in the first half. But at the same time, they're number 1 seed. They've played well all year, and if you don't play well for a part of the game, they're going to take advantage of it.
To our left.
I'm Dan Collins, Winston-Salem Journal. My question is for CJ. What did you see as the impact of their 14 offensive rebounds and 18 second chance points?
What are you asking me?
What did you see as the impact of their 14 offensive rebounds and 18 second chance points?
I think you said it. They had 14 offensive rebounds. We didn't get those. They had second chances. We just didn't get them. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that.
Right in front of us.
Coach, is Rich okay, and what did you think of his effort today playing through obvious pain?
I thought Rich gave us great effort. And, to your comment, first of all, I thought we had good energy. Sometimes when you don't play well, especially offensive, you don't make shots, it's not about energy or playing hard. Our guys played extremely hard. We just couldn't get the ball to go in the basket. Richard was like he always is. He fought through it. I thought he was probably hampered a little bit, but like I've said before, you get to this time of the year and everybody's banged up a little bit, and you play through. You just fight through it. I thought Richard gave us great effort. I thought these guys gave us great effort, and our guys kept playing hard. And so again, lost to a good team.
Front row.
Talk about having to play the quality of guards that you guys have had to match up with the last few nights and how tough that is on a nightly basis.
Well, let me just say this. And I always preface what I'm saying because I was part of the media for 2 years. I worked for ESPN. But I hear all this about all these other leagues and how deep they are. And I go through our league and I look at Boston College. I look at Virginia Tech and Eric Green, who, by the way, pounded Iowa. I look at Virginia, who beat Wisconsin on the road. I look at Maryland and what they're doing. I never hear anybody talk about how deep our league is and how talented the players are in this league top to bottom. Sounds like there's 100 teams from the Big Ten and there's 100 teams from the Big East, and this league is pretty good. And we've played them. We played against some good ones. We played against Trey Burke and Marcus Smart this year, who are highly rated guards. You put Shane Larkin and Duran Scott right in the group. That's why they're sitting here with, 17 ACC wins this year? So those two guys are awfully good. And we played against them today, and, we didn't do a very good job containing them.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
A little freedom for North